For roughly 6 months, my friends, I have been testing out this backpack here. This is the Osprey Talon Pro 40-liter pack. What makes this pack special is that it was designed to be a technical backpack. You may be asking yourself, what does that mean exactly? When a company refers to their product or the material being technical, they're referring to how strong the materials are, primarily with how durable they are. So with this pack here, it was designed to take a lot of abuse. For those who are going off trail, plowing through trees, maybe climbing over rocks, rubbing against rocks, and so on. If you're going to be into those sort of situations, this is the type of pack that you want. You want a pack that features a technical material. You may have heard this term in reference to like rain jackets. A technical rain jacket is a jacket that was designed to be very strong, very durable, something that you can rub up against a rock with, push through trees and whatnot without tearing it up. The same applies to a backpack. As it stands right now, basically the middle of 2025, this is Osprey's most advanced backpack, one of their strongest backpacks, and at the same time, one of their most expensive. I should say one of their most expensive day packs. With this system here, I've done a lot of testing, and in this episode, I'll be sharing with you all my experiences with this pack, what I like, what I don't like. I will say this pack is a day pack, and it features one of the best torso adjustment systems that I've ever seen. Typically with backpacks of this size and smaller, you do not have an adjustable torso system, but with this pack, you do, and it's a game changer. Thank you so much for tuning in for this episode. My name is Luke. This is the Outdoor Gear Review. Folks, let's focus on this backpack and let's get to the review. To begin, everyone, let's go over the features of this backpack. So up here at the top, we have a lid. This is a free floating lid, so you can adjust this. You can raise it up or cinch it down. On the back side, we have a large zipper with a zipper pull. This gives us access to the top compartment of the lid. Here on the front, we have 2 buckles. Pulling back the lid, on the inside here, we have a zippered mesh pocket, along with a clip for keys and whatnot. Before we go to the inside of the backpack, let's focus on the outside. So you can see we have a buckle right here. This gives us access to this front stretchy pocket. While you could put just about anything that you want to in this stretchy pocket, most people will put items that they want to access quickly, such as a fleece jacket, maybe rain pants, a rain jacket, and so on. This is a good sized pocket, and it goes all the way down and around. When looking at either side of the backpack, you have the exact same features on both sides. You have shock cord for attaching items such as ice axes and so on. Down at the bottom, you have a corresponding gear loop. Right here, we have compression strap number 1. Down here, we have compression strap number 2. This one you cannot disconnect, but this one up here at the top, you can. Behind this compression strap, you have the hydration sleeve or pocket. This is made of a stretchy material and it is huge. You can easily fit 2 1-liter water bottles inside of these pockets. And again, you have the same features on both sides. Going down to the bottom of the pack here, we have 2 compression straps, so you can attach whatever you want to down here. These are fully expandable, so you can attach a sleeping pad or even a tripod to the front of this pack. Going down on the bottom, there's nothing there. Looking at the back of the pack here, we have a grab handle up at the top. We have a hydration port for hoses and whatnot. With this pack, we have load lifters. We also have some straps on the harness system for attaching different components. We have a sternum strap with a safety whistle built in. Going down to the waist belt, we have pockets on both sides. Coming back up here to the harness system, basically these are made from foam that has cutouts. On top of that, we have some mesh. Together, this promotes ventilation. How good is the ventilation? We'll talk about that in just a minute. When it comes to the torso system, this is a very impressive feature to this backpack because it is completely adjustable. You can raise this and lower this about 5 inches to dial in the fit for you. All you have to do is take the pack off, move it around to where you want it, and adjust these straps down here. It is super simple, and I really like it. It really does work well. As far as the back panel goes, everything is covered in mesh. We have foam behind that with cutouts, and that's true for the upper portion as well as the lower portion. Now everyone, let's go to the inside of the pack. So as you can see here, we have a crossbody compression strap to hold down your loadout. Looking inside of the pack, you can see the hydration sleeve there, which can support a 3-liter bladder. We have a clip here to support that bladder. And as far as the features go, that is that. With the Talon here, this was designed for men. The Tempest is the female version of this backpack. As far as different versions go of this pack, everybody, what Osprey offers is not only confusing, but it's also incredible. They have 35 variants of the Talon backpack. I'm not kidding, 35. There are so many different versions of this pack. I think Osprey needs to go back and change their naming structure because it is confusing. There's the Talon Pro, the Talon Oxygen, Talon Junior, the Crazy Creek Hex, the Extended, the Velocity, and so on. There's even lumbar bags, waist packs, called the Talon. Naturally, with all of these backpacks, you can find them in different sizes. 11 liters, 22 liters, 26 liters, 30 liters, 40 liters, and even 44 liters. With the majority of these backpacks, you can find them in 2 sizes, small to medium, large to extra large. With the medium size 40-liter Talon Pro, this measures 28.5 inches tall. It is 13.4 inches wide, and it has a depth of 11.8 inches. When it comes to the materials that make up this backpack, they're rather interesting. Osprey has developed a unique blend of fabrics. There's some 420 denier nylon. There's also a 210 denier nylon that has been blended with a ultra high molecular weight polyethylene ripstop. That is a fancy way of saying Dynama composite material. Dynama is a name brand. Osprey, they didn't use that name brand material, but a generic Dynama-like material. We also have YKK zippers and YKK hardware. The weight of the medium-sized pack here is 3.1 pounds on my scale. And when it comes to cost, this is pricey. The retail price is $260. Now, my friends, I want to begin going over the review portion of this episode, starting with the pros. First, let's talk about quality. The quality of this backpack is truly excellent. For $260, it should be. When it comes to Osprey, they know what they're doing as far as making backpacks go. And when it comes to their quality, they nail it time and time again. I don't believe I've ever seen a poorly made Osprey backpack or product. And that trend continues with the Talon. This is a well-made backpack. The seam work is excellent. There's no loose threads. This is a very well-made backpack. As far as durability goes, this is a technical pack, and it has proven itself to be very, very durable. I have drugged this thing through the forest. I've thrown it down on rocks. I've scraped past rocks, so on and so forth. Time and time again, this pack has gone out with me on my trips. Sometimes it's dry. Sometimes it's pouring the rain. After every trip, this pack has made it home looking relatively unscathed. It is just a little bit dirty, but as far as durability goes, there's no fraying, there's no holes, nothing like that. This is, without a doubt, a very strong backpack, a very durable backpack. This is a system that I oftentimes take into the green forest. With the green forest, it's a spruce forest, and there are billions of pointy little limbs all over the place. Limbs that are impossible to avoid. Countless times, this pack has been right up against those pointy, sharp limbs. And you can see here, the pack looks great. So without a doubt, very durable, very strong, excellent materials. That is the next pro. The materials for this pack are really, really good. And the hardware is too. We have water-resistant YKK zippers, excellent quality YKK hardware, and yes, the materials are strong. As far as the design goes for this pack, it is excellent. There's only one thing that I feel is missing from this, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. Overall, this is an extremely well-designed product. The torso system and the way that it's adjustable is game changing. Again, when it comes to smaller packs like this, 40 liters, most of the time you do not get that functionality. It's a one size fits all, that's it. But that's not the case here. Talking about the torso system, not only can you adjust the torso system for different users, but let's play out a scenario. Let's say that it's wintertime, you're heading out with this trip, it's in the morning, it's quite cold. Because it's cold, you have a large size jacket on. You can adjust the torso system, the harness system, to accompany that jacket. As you progress throughout your hike, you begin warming up, you can take that jacket off, make adjustments to that torso system, to the harness system, and you're good to go. The pack stays comfortable the entire time. That is a huge pro. And again, it's really uncommon to see such systems with smaller packs like this. When it comes to comfort, the maximum loadout that I've been able to fit inside of this pack is roughly 28 pounds. That's gear, food, water, plus the weight of this backpack. So you're looking at just a little bit over 30 pounds. With that much weight in it, this pack is comfortable. If you're going to push this pack beyond that, you may not find it to be the most comfortable. Now, of course, comfort is very much subjective, and it can also vary on body type. So above 30 pounds, the harness system's just a little bit thin. The waist belt's just a little bit thin. This really does offer you a well-balanced harness system, torso system, and waist belt. We have an actual frame sheet with wire suspension system, and all of that translates to a good carry of your loadout. As far as carrying your loadout, the weight is distributed very well inside of this pack. It may not come through on camera very well, but this pack is wider than it is deep. And that allows you basically to load up this pack, put it on, and it acts very much like a turtle shell. It becomes a part of you. So you can move around, step over logs and whatnot, and the weight doesn't shift because it's well controlled by each of the systems that make up this backpack. One of the most important aspects when it comes to a backpack is the way that it carries your loadout, carries the weight, and controls that weight. You have plenty of compression straps here. You can cinch it down, it becomes a part of you, and it carries really, really well. When it comes to ventilation, as far as the back goes, it is top notch. I've gone out on some very strenuous hikes with this backpack, going uphill, pushing myself hard, doing quite a bit of sweating. I'll go to take this pack off and my back is dry. Unfortunately, when it comes to the harness system and the waist belt, the ventilation isn't as good. And that should make sense considering the fact that these are made from foam. With that being said, ventilation all in all is very, very good. I would not say it's game-changing by any means. There are certainly packs out there that will perform better in this area, but talking about the Talon Pro 40 liter, ventilation is very good. The next pro are the water bottle pockets. They are quite large. You can easily carry 2 liters on this side and 2 liters on this side. As far as organization options go, you do have a number of pockets here and you can organize the gear that you want to. For myself, I'm a fan of kit bags, so having tons of pockets, that's not super important. You have the stretchy pocket in the front, the multiple pockets with the lid, and the main body. You also have 2 waist belt pockets, which are quite good actually. You may not be able to fit an iPhone Pro Max in those pockets, but you can certainly fit hand warmers, a folded up paper map, a snack, and so on. One of the selling points that Osprey likes to talk about as far as the marketing goes with this backpack is how lightweight it is. At over 3 pounds for a 40 liter backpack, this isn't changing the game at all. This is a fairly lightweight system, but it's not game-changing by any means. With very little effort, you can go out and find 40 liter backpacks that weigh less than this, that are less expensive than this. So as far as the weight goes, it's not bad, and that's why it's a pro, but it's nothing groundbreaking. It's not going to blow your mind by any means. Marketing can be different than real life. Those are the pros that I have for the Talon backpack. Now let's move over to the negative aspects. First things first, let's talk about color. To you all who are watching this now, what primary color is this backpack? To me, looking at it right here, it is rather light in color. In fact, I would say there's more white to it than gray. Well, if you look at the pictures of this backpack on the Osprey website, REI, backcountry.com, Amazon, it looks like a dark gray backpack. Those pictures are misleading. This is not a dark gray backpack. In fact, It's more white than gray. It's so light in color, in fact, that this pack features a ton of stains, and they're very, very noticeable. They would not be noticeable if this was a dark gray backpack. If this pack was truly the color that Osprey showed off, you would not be able to see the stains like you do here. This really is a shame, and it's also somewhat misleading. Whoever is taking the photos for Osprey certainly needs to do a better job with showing off their products, because I do feel misled. It was the colors of this pack that caught my attention. Then came the features. When I received this pack, I was like, what on earth is this? This is not what I ordered, because this is really more white. In certain lights, it even looks a little bit blue. Certainly not dark gray like the company shows. So Osprey, you definitely need to address that when it comes to the pictures of these backpacks. If the color scheme is inaccurate with this one, it could be off with other backpacks and other colors as well. Con number 2 for this pack deals with the waist belt. When it comes to the actual strap, it's only 1 inch wide. This could be problematic for individuals who have a little bit more cushion on the front here. Basically, that 1 inch strap can kind of cut into your stomach. This could have been negated if they used a wider strap. This complaint is certainly going to be subjective. You may have an issue, you may not. It's going to be subjective and also based upon numerous variables, including shirt thickness if you're wearing a sweater, a jacket, so on and so forth. I want to mention this just so that you pay attention to it when you receive this pack. You may find that you don't have any issues at all, or you may find that you do. The one design decision that I do not like about this backpack deals with the water bottle pockets. While they are large, and I do like that, there's no way to access your water bottles from the side. This means if you want to drink a water, you have to take the pack off to access them. The fact that this pack does not feature side access water bottles blows my mind. Osprey has been making backpacks for a long time. That should be backpack making 101 right there. There's no reason why any backpack, especially a pack that has water bottle pockets as big as this, should not have a side access port. This is a very expensive backpack, and again with Osprey, they should know better. It's shocking that this feature is missing. The next con for this backpack is price. $260 for a 40-liter backpack is really, really high. You may be wondering, why is this pack so expensive? Well, the answer is 2 to 3-fold. So first off, this is made by Osprey, which is a higher end brand. 2, this pack is made from recycled nylon. Anytime that you have any sort of product made from recycled materials, the price is higher, and that price is passed on to you, the consumer. 3, this pack features the Dynama equivalent nylon composite material. That Dynama-like material is very expensive, and it does add to the price. By the way, everyone, when it comes to the marketing, Osprey likes to talk about this pack being made from recycled materials and whatnot. Do know this, just because a product is made from recycled materials does not mean that it's any better for like the environment to make or anything like that. I bring this point up because I think it's important to separate the marketing from the real world. Anyways, going back to the price, $260, it's a lot of money for a 40-liter backpack. But with that being said, if you're going to purchase a 40-liter backpack from a well-known brand, Osprey, Gregory, and so on, you will pay around this price. With that being said, this pack costs $260. That's a lot of money, especially when you can purchase a full-fledged 65-liter backpack from Osprey for $190. So you really do have to consider the features of this backpack, what it offers, and what your needs are, in addition to, plain and simple, what you want. And that right there is a great way to wrap up this episode. All in all, this is a terrific backpack. It is extremely well made. It has an awesome feature set. The torso system, in my opinion, is game-changing. It is very comfortable with loadouts up to 30 pounds, and this is a product that is going to last a very long time. This is a system that can take a lot of abuse and keep on going. By the way, when you purchase an Osprey product, you are getting one of the best warranties in the business. If you have an issue, Osprey is going to take care of you, and that does mean a lot. They have a lifetime guarantee that is truly excellent. As the saying goes, buy once, cry once. Everyone, if you enjoyed this episode, if you found it helpful, please hit the thumbs up. I do appreciate it. That's a great way to support this channel, a channel that is agenda-free. I purchased this with my own money. I don't care if you buy it or don't buy it. It means nothing to me. I am here to share information, and that is it. Make sure to sound off in the comment section down below. What do you all think about the Talon Pro 40-liter backpack? Or the other 34 different versions of this pack. There are so many Talon products on their website, on REI and backcountry.com, Amazon, whatnot. It's mind-blowing. It's also confusing. 35 Talon products. That's nuts. Anyways, folks, everybody, take care, be well, strength and honor. Bye for now.